Hare Krishna Prasadeshwar.
Hare Krishna, Adana Prabhu.
And Prabhuji, we just started the streaming. Okay, Prabhu, I think are we ready? Can you start, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very fortunate and glad to have the association of His Grace Prasadeshwar Krishna Prabhu, who will be sharing the nectar from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 5, chapter number 19, and sloka number 25. Prabhuji, over to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Adana Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam to all the
Dandavat
devotees
Pranam.
here. Okay, we'll start with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yadkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Chaitanyamishwaram. Hare Krishna. Once again, thank you for joining this Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So we're going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 19, Text 25. Read the sloka. Prapta nrajatim tva iha ye cha jantavao jnana kriya dravya kalap sambratam navayeteranam apnor bhavayate bhuyo vanukau iva yanti bandhanam. Prapta nrajatim tva iha ye cha jantavo ज्ञानक्रिया द्रव्यकलापसम्भ्रमातं न वै येतरन् अप्नोर्भवयाते भूयो वानुको इव जानति बन्धनम् प्राप्ता निरजातिम् इव त्व इव ये जान्तवो ज्ञानक्रियाद्रव्यकलापसम्भ्रमतम् न वै यतरन् अप्नोर् भवयो भवयाते भूयो अनुका इव यान्ति बन्धनम्. Synonyms and translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Praptaha, who have obtained, Nra Jatim, a birth in a human society. Tu, certainly, Iha, in this land of Bharatavarsha. Ye, those who, cha, also, jantavaha, the living beings, jnana, with knowledge, kriya, with activities, dravya, of ingredients, kalapa, with a collection, sambratam, full, not, way, certainly, yataran, endeavor, apnaha bhavaya, for the position of immortality. They, such persons, bhuyaha, again, vanukha, birds, iva, like, yanti, go, bandhanam, to bondage. Translation. Bharatavarsha offers proper land, circumstances in which execute devotional service, which can free one from the results of jnana and karma. If one obtains a human body in the land of Bharatavarsha with clear sensory organs, with which to execute the Sankirtan Yajna. But in spite of this opportunity, he does not take to devotional service. He is certainly like a liberated forest animal and birds that are careless and therefore again born by hunter. Prabhupada's purport. In the land of Bharatavarsha, one can very easily perform Sankirtan Yajna, which consists of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Or one can perform other methods of devotional service such as Smaranam, Vandanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, and Atmanivedanam. In Bharatavarsha, one has the opportunity to visit many holy places, especially Lord Chaitanya's birth site or Lord Krishna's birth site, Navadvipa and Vrindavan, where there are many pure devotees who have no desire other than to execute devotional service. Anyabhilashita Shunya Jnana Karmadi Anavratam. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila 19:167. And one may thus become free from bondage of material conditions. Other paths, such as the path of jnana and path of karma, are not very profitable. Pious activities can elevate to the higher planetary system. And by speculative knowledge, one can merge into Brahman existence. But that is not real profit, for one has to come down again, even from the liberated conditions of being merged in Brahman. And certainly one must come down from the heavenly kingdom. One should endeavor to go back home, back to God. Yanti madhyajino api mam. Bhagavad Gita 9:25. Otherwise, there is no difference between human life and the lives of jungle animals and birds. Animals and birds also have freedom, but because of their lower birth, they cannot use it. Taking advantage of all the facilities offered to him, a human being who has taken birth in the land of Bharatavarsha should become a fully enlightened devotee and go back home, back to Godhead. This is the subject matter of Krishna consciousness. Krishna conscious movement. The inhabitants of other than Bharatavarsha have facilities for material enjoyment, but they do not have the same facility to take to the Krishna consciousness. Therefore, certainly Mahaprabhu has advised that one who has taken birth as a human being in Bharatavarsha must first realize himself as a part and parcel of Krishna, and after taking to Krishna consciousness, he must distribute this knowledge to all over the world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Wonderful sloka, wonderful purport. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militamena Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome all devotees again, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So at the outset, I would like to thank His Grace Sankarsana Prabhu giving me the opportunity to speak a small service today. Thank you, Prabhuji. So whatever little I can realize it. I mean, when I going through it, I felt this is a sloka for me, like, I really felt it. So I'm just sharing that. So today we'll discuss on this particular verse. There are two aspects here, mainly I would like to highlight today. Of course, there are many things can be Prabhupada's purport, but one is that the Bharatavarsha or land of Bharata, where we got this human life, and second is human life. I mean, and more than that is that Srila Prabhupada has given us Krishna consciousness, and how I am practicing it, how I am, taking it forward. That is what I would like to meditate on myself. So here in this sloka's translation goes like this. Bharatavarsha offers proper land of circumstances which execute devotional service, which can free from the results of jnana karma if one obtains a human body in the land of Bharatavarsha with a clear sensory organs with which to execute Sankirtan Yajna. But in spite of this opportunity, he does not take a devotional service. He is certainly like a liberated forest animals and birds that are careless and therefore again bound by the hunter. Who is a hunter here? Maya. And who are these animals and birds? It's me. And what is the opportunity? I got this human life in the Bharatavarsha. And I got all the senses perfect, like all the sensory organs are good. I will not say perfect, definitely not. And I got a very, very good opportunity being in ISKCON under Srila Prabhupada's and Srila Prabhupada disciples mercy and grand disciples mercy. Still, I'm not practicing it. I'm not taking it seriously. This is where my challenge. This is where I should meditate more upon. The purport Srila Prabhupada writes that the land of Bharatavarsha, one can easily perform Sankirtan Yajna. I was meditating on this. Is it easy? So when we started, like my Krishna consciousness started not exactly I first Bharatavarsha only, but not today what we call India, Bharat. So it is from Gulf countries, away from so-called India. I felt that is better because the various reasons, because after coming here, the difference we could feel. There we have less disturbance. Here, the more disturbance. In the disturbance in the sense that the various disturbance, of course, the work culture or the families and friends and so many other parts of devotional services. I mean, the so-called devotional service. I mean, I will not say devotional service. So-called but bhakti parts. Whereas there, we have less of such disturbances and the more of closed devotee association. So I felt that we are better off there. Of course, I mean, ultimately we have to come here. So point I'm saying that in such cases, performing devotional service easy. But Prabhupada says that there are a lot of opportunities here because the land itself is potent. The and we have a wonderful devotees here who can guide us, who can inspire us, who can give their uh, causeless mercy. This is where we are so fortunate. So here Prabhupada says that there are a lot of opportunities, and even then I am running after so many other things, my work or some speculative knowledge, and of course Brahman, of course, I mean so many other things. But finally Prabhupada says that one taken birth here has to become fully enlightened and go back to Godhead. That's the ultimate goal of human life. So I should prepare myself that this is my ultimate goal. So finally Prabhupada says the kind of other parts of Bharatavarsha do not have the same facility to take Krishna consciousness. Whenever my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, comes to Gulf countries, he used to appreciate devotees of Gulf, saying that you people are doing better job because, of course, that time there are a lot of restrictions. Nowadays, restrictions less because we cannot do Sankirtana loudly. We can't do anything public programs. But because of the restrictions, we are more united, more kind of more seriously taken. Now, because we have got come to India, we got all the freedoms and we don't do anything. See, that's the reason our Sanatana Dharma also gets attacked. Or forget Sanatana Dharma, even ISKCON devotees. Since we are in ISKCON, we got all the facilities and we don't take it seriously because everything is provided. But initial days, Srila Prabhupada disciples, they had no such facilities. So only Srila Prabhupada given, certain things, and they were working hard to get that. But today, we got everything. We got temple, we got deities, we got devotees, we got prasad, we got books. Everything is there. But that's why I'm not serious because I take it casual. In one of the lecture, I think His Grace Amarendra Prabhu, he says that in bhakti, if you are casual, very soon there'll be casualty. So that's maybe, I don't know, Amarendra Prabhu, but I remember. So that's a fact. If I am not take it seriously, there will definitely be casualty. So that's why Prabhupada says that finally, Prabhupada says we have to distribute others also. Now, these are the few points in purport. Now, we'll try to discuss few more point on this. Now, I remember when initial days of my Krishna consciousness, once we were in, I think, Chopati. So I had this doubt always. Why Krishna, Rama, Narasimha, everybody had to appear in only India? The Bharatavarsha, or as we said that the whole earth, Bhumi, is belong to Krishna. Why Vrindavana is only in India? Why Mayapur is only in India? Why Jagannathpur in India? Why everybody had to appear in India? So I asked this question to His Grace Gauranga Prabhu. So he said, generally, where people live, where fertile land is there, and people live there, people do their agriculture, whatever that's because fertile land is, and devotees stay there. And the Krishna or Lord has to come, he'll come where the devotees are there. He'll not come any other places. So India is a land of fertile land. Fertile in the respect, land is also fertile. The potency of the land is also fertile for devotional service, in both perspective. And I mean, he was just giving example like America. It is not a land of fertile land in the perspective of both in the devotional service as well as even the land itself. And Europe is more of ice. Africa is more of forest. Of course, India is talking just not India, talking about nearby Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and part of China. That's kind of a part. So, in that perspective, we are so fortunate. We are so fortunate that we are taken birth, we not taken birth, we got an opportunity to in this land, which is all the potency. It's all potency of spiritually growth and Vedic knowledge. That's why Prabhupada says it's very easy to perform because atmosphere is conducive, but because our supporting infrastructure is there and knowledge is there. And today, Prabhupada has given us everything. As I said earlier, everything is there. We are ready. Only thing is, we are just, like it said that, no, your Rajbhoga, Chappan Bhog is cooked, offered, and just kept in the plate. Just swallow it. That's all. And sometimes we don't have to chew also. That is the potency we have. So all that we need is that complete faith in Srila Prabhupada's words. Srila Prabhupada says when devotional service is simple, yes, it is simple. We need to have that complete faith and just follow what Srila Prabhupada says. Don't have to invent, in corporate world says that, no, don't invent, new wheel, not required. You just follow what Prabhupada said, what Prabhupada did. nothing else. That's why it's simple. But when I try to engage my intelligence, my little tiny brain, it becomes complicated. Jnana, karma. That's why Prabhupada quotes Anya Abhilashita Shunya. The faith in Prabhupada's words and Prabhupada disciples' words and grand disciples' words, and just follow their path, then becomes life is so simple and easy. So generally said that we cannot practice devotion, pure devotion service unless we are pure. I cannot do the purity is a force, Prabhupada says that. Yes, but at the same time, Prabhupada given us a guarantee. Prabhupada's given us the purity. Once somebody was talking to Prabhupada, that devotee, this devotee, he's like this like this, complaining. Prabhupada said, who is that devotee? It's only me, the devotee. I made you devotee. I gave you that. So it's because of Prabhupada's mercy, we got this. Prabhupada and disciples' mercy. So otherwise, where is my standard? Where is my stand? So all that we require is that just our consciousness. That's why our conscious Krishna conscious. So if you just have the consciousness, just give a crude example. If any company, the employee always thinks good for the company and the owner will be naturally happy, and owner will always full faith in that person. Whatever the decision is taken, that person will take decision in the favor of the company's profit and company's owner. Similarly, whatever I do, I should do such a way that it's favorable to ISKCON, favorable to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada will be naturally happy, and Prabhupada is happy, whole Guru Parampara is happy, Krishna is happy, and my life is successful. But my focus should be that. So, otherwise, Prabhupada also talks about here that we should share, because if I don't share, like Prabhupada gives example, if my finger is cut, my whole body gets pain, or I feel the pain. Similarly, Prabhupada says here, we are part and parcel of Krishna. So that part and parcel, any one jiva is in pain, Krishna is in pain. When any ISKCON devotee is in pain, Prabhupada is pain. So if I have to bring happiness to Prabhupada, I have to bring every jiva into Krishna consciousness, and I should make sure that no one in the ISKCON is get pain of anything for that matter. That should be the mind mode. So in that perspective, Prabhupada is, in the sloka also say that after getting this opportunity, if I don't use it, it's like a animal who are in the forest, free animal. They are not taken the opportunity, and they've been caught back, put in the prison, or put in the zoo, or killed by the hunter. Like, I heard one example, how sometime we theoretically we know, but practically we don't practice. I'm again telling myself. His Grace Jagasaksh Prabhu generally quotes this. It's a story he tells. There was a forest. There was a hunter. Every day will come. He will spread the net. He'll throw some grains. Birds will come to eat the grain, and they'll be caught in the net, and he'll catch them, take them to the market and sell them and kill whatever. So every day is happening. And one day, all these birds joined together with the leadership of one mature bird. They made a meeting. Yes, our family, our the population getting reduced. The hunter is killing every day. We have to do something. They said, what to do? There is a sage in the forest. We'll go and ask. They went to the sage. Sage understood. Sage said, I'll give a mantra. You by heart this mantra, you practice this mantra, you will have success. So what is the mantra? Mantra is hunter will come, spread the net, throw the grain, but do not go. This is the mantra. Hunter will come, he will spread the net, he will throw the grain, but you don't go. So all the birds understood the mantra. They by-hearted. Next day also, hunter came, spread the net, throw the grains. Everybody came chanting the same mantra. They came and sat. They were caught. The point is that knowing the theory is one, practicing or understanding is different level. Otherwise, we'll be like that birds. So we should use this purpose of human into the more of Krishna conscious activities, not like animal. Prabhupada gives example like what's the difference between human and animal? Of course, that's the basics we generally preach for others. Now here we are all practicing devotees. So I should meditate as a practice devotees. What is my level? I know. I mean, all of us knows we are not this body. We are not animal. We have to take it seriously. So that is the point I should understand. I should take it little higher consciousness. Bhagavatam 11th canto 9th chapter 29th verse. There is verse saying Labdva sudurlabha idam balu bahu samramante manusha arthadham anitya apiha dhira turam vartitanapathet anumritya yavan nireshasya vishaya kalo sarvata sayat. He says labda sudurlabha, having obtained that which is very difficult to obtain. We are such a fortunate. See the combinations. Born in Indian or not Indian, Bharata land. Got the human body. Senses also sufficiently good. And connected to Krishna consciousness under ISKCON. And all the facilities are there. That is very difficult for anybody else. And Bahu Sambhavan, and taken birth and human form, which awards great value. And he says, after many, many births, one achieves the rare human form of life, which although temporary, affords one the opportunity to attain highest perfection. Prabhupada translates, thus a sober human being should quickly endeavor. Again, Prabhupada's, if you read Prabhupada's translation or purport, the words Prabhupada uses to the point, give quickly endeavor. You just don't say that should endeavor. Quickly endeavor. Quickly endeavor means I should take it up now. I should not even wait for next moment. Next moment, I will not know. Again, as a practicing devotees, I should be very, very clear and we should be very serious about it. And ultimate perfection of life, ultimate perfection, Prabhupada says, go back, come back to Godhead, which is always, the body is subject to always death. We don't know when. So, antakale cha mame kasman muktva kalevaram. So, that's the ultimate. At the time of that test, I should remember, and has not fallen down and died. After all, see the last part. Sense gratification available even for the most abominable species, whereas Krishna consciousness is possible only for human beings. So Prabhupada's in the translation very clearly says that this Krishna consciousness is Sudurlabha. Not only human body is Sudurlabha, taking birth in Bharata Varsha is not Sudurlabha, and being in ISKCON is Sudurlabha. There are millions of people outside. There are millions of people who are not connected to Krishna conscious. Manushya Sahasreshu, Krishna himself says that. Such people, we are so fortunate. And we have got a wonderful association devotees, wonderful temple, wonderful deities, wonderful prasad, wonderful festivals. What else do we want? So His Grace Amrendra Prabhu, he says that in such places, all that require is like, he gives a very simple analogy. You are trying to climb, 100 floor building. With your own effort, we cannot climb, but there is elevator. I mean, of course, we know all those. Just enter the elevator. That's enough. But not only that, he says that please do not disturb the other co-passengers or the elevator operator. Just be there. They will take you up to the. So just enter ISKCON. Be there at least. Don't ever try to get out of it. And don't disturb co-passengers, fellow devotees. And don't disturb our Guru and Srila Prabhupada, who are the elevator operators who taking us back home, back to Godhead. Don't disturb them. Don't do sinful activities. Simply follow what Srila Prabhupada said. Chant 16 rounds, follow regulated principles, and Prabhupada says preach as much as possible. That is what enough to take us back to back. With these activities, all that I should understand that whatever I am doing, is it pleasing to Krishna or not? Always accept whatever pleasing to Krishna, reject whatever not pleasing to Krishna. That's anukulena sankalpa, pratikulasya varjana. Simply follow this, because Prabhupada many places emphasize that. I should always meditate. What is that pleasing to Krishna? Is that my words today, will it be pleasing to Krishna? If this activity is pleasing to Krishna, if yes, do it. If not, don't do it. Once I think somebody was asking Srila Prabhupada on Ekadashi day, Prabhupada, Swamiji, can we eat this? Can we eat this? Can we eat this? Prabhupada said, if you have doubt, don't eat. I mean, that's your mood. You are mood of in fasting, not mood of eating. The same way, when we in ISKCON, our mood is to serve Srila Prabhupada's movement, not serve myself. That is the difference. So that will happen only when I have taken association of devotees. Of course, especially the pure devotees, sannyasis, they come. Take their, again, association means not, of course, we know all that, what is association means. Hear from them. Hear from them, and whatever they say, whatever my Guru, Prabhupada, says that, Vani Seva is more than Vapu Seva. We all know that. Just give a crude example. In an engineering college, a student enters, and maybe the same day, one cow also came to the college. And the whole 4 years, that cow roaming around in the engineering college. And the boy or girl who entered this college also, after 4 years, we can't expect the cow to become engineer. Maybe the cow also in the engineering college, roaming around. But the student who studies, who practices, write the exams, he will become engineer. Similarly, just because I'm in the ISKCON, not enough. I should practice it. I should obey my seniors. I should do my sadhana. Then only I can, pass out what is that ultimate goal Srila Prabhupada talks about. Otherwise, generally people talks about, give some blessings. Talking of the blessings, I remember one of Prabhupada disciples was saying this. Once Srila Prabhupada was in a train, one businessman came and asked, Swamiji, please bless me. I have this problem, I have this problem. Prabhupada's few sannyas disciples were there. Prabhupada said, this is my blessings, showing at sannyas disciple. Do you want that? That a businessman ran away from there. Because renunciation is not so easy, especially the material renunciation. So difficult. We have so much attachment. But that is the ultimate. The renunciation has to happen, first internally, then externally also. Like Raghunath Goswami's example, we know that. Markata Vairagya. But see the examples of Gaurakishordas Babaji. When one businessman came and asked Gaurakishordas Babaji, Babaji Maharaj, please come to my house. I have a big house, big facility. Please stay with me. And Gaurakrishna Babaji Maharaj said, what do you think? I'm your pet dog. You can keep me in your house and tell the whole world that I have this, son Babaji as my guru. No. If you are so renunciant, so if you want to serve, give up your house, come back and stay with me near the toilet. Let's chant together. That businessman never came. So the point is that the renunciation is that something has to happen internally and then practice it also. There was one example of Prabhupada. Because in the process of preaching, we have to be, Prabhupada also here, the finally says it has to be spread, it has to be preached. So we have to be see the time, place, circumstances and bring them to Krishna consciousness. I think Prabhupada was talking to one car race person. In the process, Prabhupada was talking to that person about the car. What is the horse capacity of the car? How is the car is made? All those things. Prabhupada disciples were a little confused. Why Prabhupada is talking about the car? He was asking so many questions about the car. And finally, Prabhupada asked that race person, in your race, there is accident? He said, yes. There is accident, there is a death? Yes. And then he has asked, what do you know about the death? After death, what is going to happen? That's where that person was kind of taken back. All these times, he was so happy to hear the cars. Similarly, we have this body, the car. So we need to understand what is the purpose of the body, but the body also ends. Like a car accident, this accident also can happen. Prahlad Maharaj, we all know this sloka. Kaumarata Kaumaracharate Prajno Dharman Bhagavatam Iha Durlabha Manusha Janma Tad Api Adharvam Arthadham. Prahlad Maharaj said, one who is sufficiently intelligent should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life. In other words, from the tender age of childhood to practice activities of devotional service, giving up all other engagements. The human body is the most rarely achieved, and although temporarily like other bodies, it is meaningful because in human life one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. So many times we say that, yes, Kaumara stage, we didn't get opportunity. We got it late. Yes, understand. But at least we can give it to others, those who are Kaumara. We can preach our children, preach our, society. And at least now I can practice. That is an important point I need to understand. Also, Prabhupada also talks about here human and other, living entities. Prabhupada says that, Bahuna Janmana Ante, Jnanavan Ma Prapadyante, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Prabhupada quotes this sloka in this lecture. He says, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. What is that Mahatma? Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Who is that? Bahuna Janmanante. After many, many births. Again, you all know this. I don't have to repeat. I'm just repeating myself again. Jnanavan Prapadyante Vasudeva Sarvamiti. That is what it should go in my brain. Vasudeva is Sarva. Everything is Vasudeva. That is the Samahatma Sudurlabha. Prabhupada says his devotees or ISKCON devotees should be like that. Should be like that. So Prabhupada translates, after many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me, the cause of all causes and all that is, such a great soul is very rare. So we got this rare opportunity to become the rare. Correct? So as I said, we have everything. We can be, or I can be the rare. But for that, what is required is a little commitment, little seriousness, or little laulyam. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that everything is free. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us free. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given free. Srila Prabhupada has given us free. I need to have that little laulyam. Little laulyam means little endeavor. Like generally we say that, intelligence given by Krishna, beauty is given by Krishna, the speaking capacity is given by Krishna, and our wealth given by Krishna. But attitude is mine. How I am using that? Am I using it for what purpose? That is my attitude. Today I got everything. I got, birth in Bharatavarsha. I got this human body. My senses are as of now okay. And I got ISKCON. I got Prabhupada's mercy. I got everything. What is my attitude? In this also, am I like that the wild animal in the forest who was given all the opportunities and coming back to the net of hunter? How will it come? Because here also Maya will come. Maya, Kali, in Parishit Maharaj's pastime, we know that there are 4 places the Parishit Maharaj says he can stay. Those 4 places, in ISKCON devotees, they'll not do it. There is no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gamblings, nothing. Maybe ISKCON devotees, no, they will not keep the gold also, the 5th place what Parishit Maharaj keep. But there is one difficulty for us, that our own difference opinion, our own the Vaishnava Aparadh. This is the most difficult for us. This is where Maya will attack. This is where Kali will attack. So I should be very, very careful not to, kind of offend any devotees. Otherwise, it's like, give an example, like a person who was trained as a pilot and is given sufficient training to fly a aircraft. And after that, he is told, now, okay, come on, fly. But he is running in the kind of a ground, but he is not taking off. Till he is not taking off, he cannot fly. Like Prabhupada says, every one of us has to fly our own. So we have been all the facilities. We are given aircraft, we are given a training, we are given a facility, we are given a fuel, and we have got co-pilots also. But I am not flying. I am still roaming around this ground in the, what is that, path, runway. Till that I don't fly, I cannot go sky. That is Goloka Vrindavan. For that, I have to take my step to fly up. Otherwise, if I don't do that, Kali and Maya will be so happy to keep me here, because this is my desire. So Prabhupada says here, we should always be conscious of Krishna, conscious of our Guru, conscious of, Srila Prabhupada. With that consciousness, if you are pleasing to them, everything will be taken care. It's not that just external. In one places, I think when Prabhupada was traveling, Prabhupada was passing by his Guru Maharaj, kind of samadhi. So Prabhupada paid obeisance from there only. And Srila Prabhupada was criticized by others. What is this? He was passing by samadhi of his Guru Maharaj. He didn't stop. He didn't come in. Prabhupada said, I was never away from my Guru. I was never away from my Guru. See, always remembering his Guru's instructions, Guru's the Vani. So whether it's in samadhi or not, he was always conscious of Guru's instructions. So this is what will help us to grow in human life as devotees. Finally, Bhagavatam talks about second canto, third chapter, 17th verse. Ayru harati vaipumsa udhyan astam chavan uyan ashu tasyarte yat Krishno nitya uttama varthaya. Both rising and setting of sun decreases the duration of human life of everyone, except one who utilizes the time for discussing the topics of all good personality of Godhead. Uttama sloka. Ayuru harati. All of us has to go. But for devotees who are taken up Krishna consciousness, pure Krishna consciousness, their life is no, because their destiny is fixed. Their destiny is clear. Their goal of life is clear. Both rising, setting, each day we say happy birthday, happy birthday. No more happy. We all know that. So, but one who discussing topics of all good Vanshri, Uttama Sloka Varthaya. This is what Srila Prabhupada wants us to be in ISKCON, being under Srila Prabhupada's disciples, Srila Prabhupada's grand disciples, and being in India, or again, not India, Bharatavash, and having obtained human body. Take it seriously. Take it seriously. Like Prabhupada says that, 100% dedicate, make this human life a successful, go back home, back to Godhead. And in the process, take everybody else. Like Prabhupada says, you have to preach. You have to take the mood of Srila Prabhupada. We are not bhajan on this, we are ghoshchan on this. So take that mood. In that mood, we can go home, back to Godhead. Because we need fellow devotees. We need somebody to guide us. We need somebody to correct me whenever I'm commit mistakes. We need somebody to inspire me, somebody to support me. So I should take everybody together. With that mood, Srila Prabhupada's guidance, Srila Prabhupada's disciples' guidance, and as said here, I can make my life successful. With that very, very hopeful, hope-giving statement, I'll stop here. So with the mercy of all the Vaishnavas here, let me also practice few things what I'm saying, my seeking your blessings. With that, I'll stop here. Please, if any mistakes, please correct me, forgive me my mistakes. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Thank you very much for very nice class. I think it's two things. It's a very, a good reminder to me at least. One was, you have the flight, you've been given the training, you have a co-pilot, but ultimately you have to actually, fly the flight. You have to do your journey. Others cannot, travel on your behalf. So that's one reminder. The other one is, like a cow just being in the ground. Just like a cow being in the ground, it's not, good enough to get a college degree. You have to go through the necessary assessment, study, etc. So similarly, just coming to temple, Hare Krishna to everybody, and then going back is not adequate. We have to practice and we have to follow the instructions. Good reminder to me, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Any devotees want to share anything, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Please. We need your mercy. We need your blessings.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. Thanks for the wonderful class, Prabhu. So many practical points. Apart from what Prabhu said, the two other examples like the bird and the net, I feel I am like that bird, Prabhu, simply chanting without realizing. And the thing you said, get into the elevator of Krishna consciousness without disturbing the co-passengers and just allow the Guru and Srila Prabhupada to do their work. Very nice, Prabhu. So many practical points. And the cow and the college is really eye-opening, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Copy paste. Nothing mine is copy paste from different devotees. But I'm trying to. Please bless me.
Bless us all, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Anyone else?
Any other questions from the devotees? Questions, reflections, comments?
Guidance, corrections. Srinivas Gopal Prabhu, want to say anything?
Guruji, I think there are no questions from you.
Okay.
Maybe I can end today's session.
Yeah. Thank you.
Vaishnav, Vanchakalparubhyasya Kripa Sindhobhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaः. ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, devotees. We'll meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Hare Krishna. Another.